people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source, your source for dancehall and our entertainment and news. Now, the first thing that is popping in the news is some things that you did not know about Tamale Sparta and why he gets himself in the predicament that he got himself into. Now, people, first thing first. Based on information, it is said that Tamale Sparta got into the predicament that he got into because there's a specific officer award that has always been taken sets on Tamale Sparta. He is always messing with him. He is always transferring him from one cell to the next cell. Based on information, it is said that Tamale Sparta's latest place that he was staying at Tower Street was amongst inmates that are convicted for all sorts of murder, some very serious criminals. Tamale Sparta, even though he was convicted for using a tool or carrying a tool, illegal firepiece, he is not supposed to be amongst death row inmates, and that is where he was at because, like me say, this man seems to have some sort of belly for Tamale Sparta. Now, people, like I said, there are videos, at least 2 or 3 videos that are out there, and it shows Tamale Sparta flat out in the penal institution. There are videos when he was taken to the place of recovery and he was laid out on the stretcher and he was ushered in to the place of recovery. There was also a CO, correctional officer, that had a little band-aid over his elbow. Don't know if he was the officer in question. However, people, like them say, there are always 2 to 3 sides to the story. Tamale Sparta's side, Department of Correctional side, and also the truth. However, we saw that Tamale Sparta, his lawyer, they said that they wanted the officers that were involved to be removed with immediate effect. However, people, it seems as if the DCS, Department of Correction, they have already made their ruling, even though the investigation is preliminary. That means that it just starts. Based on what they said, and I am going to quote them word for word. Under the circumstances of the incidents, we do not see any reason that necessitates the removal of these officers from frontline duty at this time, even though the investigation is ongoing. It is preliminary. Now, people, when we talk about 2 sides or 3 sides to every story, the accounts of the video that we saw, it is in contrast to what the DCS is saying. And people, here are the facts. When you're in Rome meaning the big yard, you do as them say. That means if the guard say jump, you have to jump. And people, I am not saying to these so-called gangsters out there, if you're a thug, bad man, gunman, or do this, me just say, if you not jump, sometimes you are going to get jump. And I don't mean the HOMO type, even though that is also a possibility. So, people, based on the video that we saw, based on Tamale Sparta being laid out on the stretcher out of the paramedics van, it seems as if the Department of Correction has made up their mind that, listen, and this is based on what they said. They said that there was an altercation and some sort of coffee, some sort of breakfast from Tamale Sparta was flinged on the officer, and the officer responded under the protocol of the DCS. He blew his whistle, and when he blew him whistle, the rest of CO them, correctional officers, roll up, and when them roll up, Tamale Sparta was rolled down like some sort of storm shutter, and people, we saw everything. He was out for the count. Now people, there's a picture. Don't know if anybody have the picture. Don't really watch other bloggers, so I wouldn't know. However, this is the picture of what Tommy Lee Sparta actually looks like after the incident. Take a listen. Take a look at this picture. Now people, like them say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and we see say this picture tells it all. It tells him get all sorts of cuff up, him eye them, him jaw them, him mouth, him tongue, him teeth. He could have been missing a couple of teeth. However, we see that he was not smiling. And people, this was no sorts of laughing matter. Point blank and period. Now people, when we talk about Tommy Lee Sparta, a lot of persons are saying, yeah, he's a troublemaker, he's a known criminal. And people, yes, he has put himself in this predicament. However, you have to ask, how did it get to the place where it got? This is the reality about Tommy Lee Sparta and his family. Tommy Lee Sparta is not from a broken home. He is not from some dysfunctional home. As a matter of fact, based on credible source, most of his family are in the church, including his mother. He has family members that live overseas, and those family members file for other family members. However, because of Tommy Lee Sparta's criminal history or record, he did not qualify, so therefore he is or was stuck like Chuck. As a matter of fact, based on information that I got, it is said that the mother recently flew out because she was filed for along with other family members. However, Tommy Lee Sparta did not qualify, like I said. It is also said that his daughter, her name is Paris. Remember a couple of years ago, she was corned up in her left hand, I think. It is said that she still does not have movement in this hand. And based on the information they were after Tommy Lee Sparta, the reports were conflicting. Some people say mistaken identity. She just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. However, whenever you are Tommy Lee Sparta, it seems as if trouble seems to follow you and seems to follow your family. The next thing is that person are wondering, after getting so much warning, after being on the radar of the Popo for so many years, so many different cases, including lottery scamming, how is it that Tommy Lee Sparta found himself held with a tool again? Here is the situation. There's a little rift between Tommy Lee Sparta and Cray crew, Tommy Lee Sparta crew. So therefore, Tommy Lee Sparta mindset is this. He has two set of people looking for him. The Popo, law enforcement, and then Cray and him crew. He thought that the situation was squashed. However, word on the street is that you know how these gangsters are, them ignorant. They are not very rational in the thinking. So Tommy Lee Sparta's mindset is that he would rather to be caught with a tool and get locked up than be caught slipping with crazy people. So therefore, he makes sure that him arm himself with all sorts of shatter, all sorts of tool to protect his own life. Now people, let me put my disclaimer out there, because I know that a lot of you football people that listen to some football people, irrational people, are going to say, yeah, but you defend a criminal. I am giving you facts as to why things are the way that they are and why things unfold the way that they unfold. I don't know this person personally. I don't have any sort of communication with this person. I am giving you facts. If giving you the news or giving you the information, you have a problem with that, then therefore go over to your little fairy tale sites. Some people may just tell you what is happening as it pertains to Tommy Lee Sparta, as it pertains to the misconception thinking that Tommy Lee Sparta come from some sort of bad family. No, he is the black sheep, and it is because he basically love bad company. it is because him kinda is hard. So therefore, yes, he put himself in the predicament. However, whenever you are caught between a rock and a hard place, you might, meaning you, would choose the softer part. Whether the rock suffer or the hard place suffer, you're going to choose life over DEATH. And whatever comes with it, you are going to tell yourself that I would rather suffer those consequences, meaning locked up, than be DEAD. Because at least when you're out or you get your time and you do your time, luckily for him, he only got 3 years. He is about 1/3 or 2/3 through his sentence. Sorry, 1/3 in his sentence, 1 year out of 3 years. So therefore, he gets a chance to do it again. He gets a chance for redemption. He gets a chance for rehabilitation. However, if the apps them take you out, you have zero chance. There is no coming back from that. Point blank and period.